and here we are on Friday the 12th of February, incredibly at the end of a most unusual and challenging half term for our school community and for the wider community. I would like to take the opportunity today, first of all, just to reflect back on this half term. Secondly, to just talk a little bit about the feedback that we've received from students and parents and carers recently in our surveys. And finally, to talk about an upcoming opportunity for students that you may wish to encourage your child to become involved with over half term. So firstly, it's been another incredibly challenging half term. But what has been absolutely fantastic to see is how once again our whole school community have come together and showed such resilience and determination to ensure that we can provide that continued education, and students have engaged brilliantly this half term. The attendance that we've tracked and the engagement that we have tracked throughout the half term has remained incredibly strong right throughout this term, and we're very, very proud of that. We'd like to thank you as parents and carers for the support that you have offered, and we really do appreciate that many of us are having to work in quite challenging circumstances with multiple people all trying to work at home at the same time. So that support is really, really crucial. As we come to the end of this half term, we can look back on the continued academic progress and success that students have made, upon the way that they've engaged in some of those wider opportunities through the student engagement team. And also, just last night, it was fantastic to be able to share our celebration event for our Key Stage 3 students from last academic year, so that even though we can't be together at the moment, we can still recognise some of those fantastic achievements. And if you weren't able to join that live event last night online, please do refer to our social media where you'll be able to follow the link to see that event. Moving on then to the recent survey that we did for students and for parents and carers. I'd first of all like to thank you for the time that you took to complete that. We had a fantastic response rate. And what was wonderful to see was just how positively the remote learning provision has been received, with over 88% of responses being really delighted with the opportunities that students have been able to access remotely this half term. Where parents have provided further feedback or perhaps asked for a call to clarify anything, progress leaders will be making contact over the coming weeks, and you will receive contact there. So thank you for that ongoing support. And finally, an opportunity that is coming up over the next week or so. In fact, Mrs. Fraser, Deputy Head, launched our public speaking competition last week in assembly with the students. This is a highlight of the year for us as a school community, an annual event that we have. And just because we can't be together, once again, we have found a way of continuing this fantastic opportunity for students. Personally speaking, I have been astounded and moved by the many, many speeches that I've heard over the last few years, covering an incredible range of topics and subjects, some very personal, some looking at global issues. Our young people have incredible voices, and we would love to hear what they have to say. So please do encourage them to get involved, to record their speech and to submit it so that they can share their voice with the rest of our school community and beyond. So as we come to the end of this half term, all that remains for me to say is, again, thank you for your continued support. We are incredibly proud of the way that our students have continued to endeavour to engage in their studies throughout this half term and shown that resilience. We are very, very grateful for the support that you offer, and I know will continue to offer as we work in this way. And just a reminder of that great opportunity for our public speaking competition, which is available to students at the moment. The close of entries is at the end of half term, so something perhaps they can focus on in this next week. Which brings me to my final point. It's really important that everyone has a good break over half term. And whilst we're all living under the current national restrictions that we are, I appreciate that that means there's not many things that people can go and do. But I would encourage students to have some time away from screens and to really take some time away from their studies so they can rest, spend time together as a family and be ready to come back after half term to continue in the brilliant way that they have started so far since Christmas. I hope that you all continue to stay safe and well, and please, as ever, if you need anything, do get in touch.